What in the world is going on in California? Hey everybody, M.A. Baxter here. My friends call me Andy, so I hope you do too. After my last video, it's been a little bit. It was tail end of last week, and I was talking about the whole Jeffrey Epstein scenario with the island. There's a lot of stuff there, but first thing I want to talk about that's crashed down in the Silicon Valley Bank out in California. And what is kind of going on with that. This isn't a good sign. I don't like this whole doomsday talk. I'm a pretty positive guy. I think there's usually something positive to come out of everything. But this is kind of indicative of what's going on in banking right now, especially with a lot of these people that aren't very experienced that are running these big startups. And when I say big startup, relatively big, $3 to $5 million businesses. They don't understand how banking works. You have chief financial officers working for these companies that have a degree in, gender studies or something. They don't know finance. They are just likable people, and somebody wants to give somebody a job, so that they can make a statement about, their inclusiveness. That's bad business. From what I understand, what's happening, they are being bailed out, but our government is going to sell off the assets of Silicon Valley Bank to retrieve that money. The only problem with that is these assets are heavily depreciated now. So even if they sell them off, if they sell everything off, our government's not going to get back all the money that we're giving these creditors and these depositors, some of which they need to lose their money because they made poor financial decisions. There's lessons to be learned here. Unfortunately, I think the sting of this isn't over yet. It's going to get a little bit worse. Now, there are a lot of sound financial institutions out there, and I beg you, please, please, please do your due diligence when you're looking at where to put your money. And also do a little homework on how to put your money in these banks. Don't have one big, giant, fat savings account with all your money in it and think, oh, I'm in good shape. Look at what the FDIC will insure and make your decisions accordingly. All right, on to the Epstein Island thing. I've done a little bit more research. Man, this guy's island was a fort. He would fly children into St. Thomas on his private jet, so they did not have to go through the airport. They did not have to go through customs or any of that. That's why so many very rich people like to fly private. You don't have to deal with all of that. And then he would get these children on helicopters and would fly them to his island, which was located 2 miles offshore from any other land. He had a private security patrol in boats circling the island 24/7, unless there was a storm or something out there. And even then, I think they did the best they could. He had private security guards on the island that helped patrol the shoreline. So even if one of these children wanted to make a break from it, from what I understand, there was one young lady that did and tried to swim the 2 miles through the ocean to get to the nearest land, that the security would pick them up. And that was the case in this one case. The security brought this young lady back to the island. There are buildings on the island that the doors bolt closed from the exterior, not the interior. That seems a little fishy to me. Why would you have a building that the doors bolt from the exterior unless you're keeping a lion in it or something, and there's something in there you don't want out? So maybe he was keeping young children in these buildings and he didn't want them out. It's sick. It's just sick. And anybody that has been to this island, that participated in this stuff, they deserve the most serious justice that we can put on them. And our legal system, our Department of Justice, needs to do that, or they need to go away, and we need to get somebody in there that can. And I don't think there should ever be a statute of limitations on this, which is what I think the stall is. I think they're going to not make any arrest and not do anything. And when enough information finally gets out there, they're going to say, oh, well, the statute of limitations is passed. These people were raping children. They need to face punishment. Anyways, that's all I got for today. Sorry it's been a while, but like I said, a lot's been going on. We're having a little mini shutdown at one of my plants, and I've been there pretty much 24 hours a day. I've got about 4 more days of a grind, and then I might have a little time off. We'll see. But so if you like what I'm doing, you like this video, please just hit the like button and leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about the whole banking situation that's going on out in California, or the whole Epstein scenario, what's happening behind closed doors with all that. And let's start a conversation. Anyways, I appreciate everybody watching. Thanks, and we'll see you next time. Bye.